Well, hi there. Welcome to... I can't remember what part this is now. To recap, we are going to take down Goma with Deku sticks, but I need a lot more Deku sticks. And some health. I have to say I don't know how long this episode's going to be, because to record it I've had to turn off my air conditioning unit and we're in the middle of a heat wave here. It's September, but it's like 27 degrees. And yeah, I have to turn off the air conditioner because it makes too much background noise when I record, but I don't know how long I can stay like this. Now, how much is a Deku stick? It's about 10 rupees, isn't it, for one? If I buy them from the shop, so if I try and get like 50 rupees, I think 5 sticks should be enough. I hope. Because once I'm in there, and I don't want to soft lock myself. That's going to be useful too. So, I hope you've all had a good week and weekend. I had quite a nice Sunday. I went to, well, we call them boot fairs in the UK. I think you call them swap meets in America. It's kind of like where people sell their old stuff on the stalls. I like it. I like to look for the retro things. Didn't really find anything. I got my dog a toy that I knew he'd like, so that was cute. I've always enjoyed that kind of shopping. I like looking at the retro, the vintage stuff, especially if it's geeky. Ugh, rupee farming is just the worst. I quite like going to flea markets as well, where you see all the vintage stuff. I actually started getting into upcycling. I found a lantern that cost me £3, and I've put some vinyl on it to kind of shabby chic it up, make it look pretty. I quite like doing that sort of stuff. And I got some new shoes. Now the new shoes, I needed some for the autumn, and yeah, I've got them, and I've put like a Team Rocket R on the side, and I've done like a paint smear, like a sparkly paint smear. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see them. Which is great because they only cost me £8 for just a standard shoe. Oh, he might have sold me sticks. I should have thought that. And it's great because now they're totally unique. And who doesn't want unique shoes? Don't know how long they'll last because obviously they're cheap shoes. Going to fall apart. People often say to me, like, I have a bit of obsession with Team Rocket. There's the Team Rocket trio from the anime, and people don't really understand why. And I think for me, it was very much representation. And I know that sounds a little odd, but bear with me on this one. So, as a kid, I kind of, you grow up and you hear things, and obviously I'm of an age where attitudes were a little bit different when I was younger. Gay people come on TV and there's voices in the background making jokes and stuff, and I was always, I am what I am, but sometimes I didn't feel like I could properly show it for fear of ridicule. And then I started watching Pokemon. I never thought anything of it, and then there was that episode where they're going on board the St. Anne ship, the St. Anne, the SS Anne, or whatever it's called, and Team Rocket jump out, and James is dressed as the schoolgirl. They've got the big orange wigs on, and I know they're just a TV show, but it's just a cartoon character. But to kid me, to 9-year-old me, I was like, oh my gosh, they don't care what people think of them, and they're happy, and they're sassy, and they don't take nonsense from anyone, and they became like role models for me. Especially as you learn more about them. I mean, they have horrendous backstories. It's understandable that they'd probably join Team Rocket, but they didn't care at all. They just did what they wanted to do. They were just Team Rocket, and I loved that. I really did. And so they became role models for me, and that's why I have a Team Rocket jumper. I'm making my dog a matching Team Rocket jumper. I have my Team Rocket shoes, because it kind of reminds me, that symbol, that little R, reminds me, like, just be yourself. Don't ever fear anyone else. Just be a sassy Team Rocket member. And sometimes I all think we need to remind ourselves of that, because we can all be as gung-ho as we like to be from time to time, but sometimes it still gets to you. Sometimes the stigmas and the comments and things, they still get to you, and they still hurt, and you start to question yourself. So I leave myself little reminders in special little R's lying around the place. Now, I'm actually recording this on my new capture card, so fingers crossed it's going to work. I've been streaming on Twitch on it, which I really enjoy. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to do this. It feels weird doing it without the sword. Do I have to defeat these guys? Oh, I'm definitely not going to do it then. Oh no. Oh no. I soft-locked myself. I came into this horrendously, that's because I was talking. because I was talking and I wasn't paying attention to a thing that I was doing. That's terrible. That's terrible. It's because it's hot as well. Look at me making all the excuses. Now I need to get more money. And focus, and actually probably some Deku seeds. Oh well, it's all good. What was I saying? Capture card. Yes, I got a capture card. I've been streaming on Twitch, which I quite enjoy doing, and I may, going forward, because at the moment I record these and then edit them, although hopefully the editing process will be easier now that I've got the capture card. And yeah, and then I record the audio on my phone and I sync them up and da-da-da. So maybe now I should just stream on Twitch and record my stream and then upload that, because I'll still be doing the same thing. I'll still be chatting away. Maybe. I don't know yet. But yeah, I stream on Twitch. It's quite fun. I do it late at night as well, and if it's late at night, what I tend to do is I don't use the microphone, I just use the text chat. But you can check it out, Kurzel_chat on Twitch. And at the moment I'm doing a playthrough of Link to the Past, just to see how well I remember the game. I also played some Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses on there last night, which is a fantastic game, and if you've never played it, I strongly suggest you do. Now if I do that, does he give me the sticks? I think he does. Where am I going to get 40 rupees from? Oh yeah, one of you guys commented saying I'd missed a chest in the thing. I think I should probably stop by and try and get that. Do I not get rubies for doing this a second time? I'm going to waste a load of seeds doing this, but who cares? No, okay, I get nothing. It seems ironic to me that I should be farming for rupees in a run through where I have had nothing but rupees in place of regular items. Oh, it's so warm. Do not get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love the summer. I love it. This is just a little bit annoying because my dog has a bad heart, so I can't just take him out like I would like to. I would like to be able to just... I was thinking, oh, it's a nice day, maybe I'll go take him and we'll go for a walk in the country or something, but his heart needs to be... It means he can't overtax it in the heat. So it's been a case of spending a few days quietly indoors. Well, actually, I've been in the garden. I've been reading in the garden, working on that tan. I'm not really ready for autumn, if I'm honest, not emotionally. I hate it, and it's becoming evident that it's getting closer, and I never know what to do at this time of year. You kind of feel a bit helpless against the march of the seasons. I might go to the swap meet boot fair thing again this weekend. I'm actually looking for a Hordak figure from She-Ra, the villain from She-Ra. I have a collection of villains. I've got my collection of villains. I've got a Skeletor. I've got several Skeletors. Because Skeletor's another idol. I've got a Megatron. I've got the evil Smurfs. Yeah, I have this collection of I call it my collection of supervillains, and I just now need a Hordak from She-Ra. To go on my villain wall. Why can't I pick up the stones? It's things about these randomizers. The version of Link to the Past I'm playing is just on my SNES Mini. Excuse me. I think I just hit puberty. And that's just a vanilla version of the game, and you can just whiz through it. I think I've been playing for 3 hours and I've done 5 of the dungeons already, and I'm like taking my time and collecting the unnecessary items and the heart pieces as well to make it easier. And when you do a randomizer, you end up just wasting so much time farming rupees or looking for items or just wandering backwards and forwards. $10 more rupees. I'm sure if you buy the upgrade, you get the difference in Deku sticks. I'm sure you do. You watch, I'm going to beat Goma, and the heart piece is going to be 5 blue rubies. Calling it now. At me in the comments when I'm right. I might play some Super Metroid. One of my followers on Instagram suggested it, and I kind of agree, especially with Metroid Dread coming out. The only problem I have is Metroid games are not my forte. I'm a bit weak when it comes to Metroid games. It took me... Well, I started playing Metroid Fusion when I was about 13, and I wasn't very good at it. And it's just not true. I managed to get to the last boss, but I just couldn't beat it. And then it sat laying discarded for years and years and years, and I went back to it in my 20s and I was able to beat the last boss. And I've done Metroid Zero Mission, which I enjoyed. I don't think... I have never completed Super Metroid, so I think that's the one I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to play through Super Metroid. Do you know, I can't get into the Metroid Prime games. I've tried a couple of times, and the GameCube's one of my favourite consoles, and I just can't do it. I don't know. I think it's probably worth a revisit. I've heard so many good things. I played a couple of hours of it, and I just couldn't get into it. But it's probably worth a second look. So that's 4. I still need Deku Seeds. Man, this game is difficult when you can't slash the grass. Speaking of the GameCube, my favourite consoles ever, I have a real urge to play through Chibi Robo again, because I love that game. That game has such a beautiful story. I've been reading a lot of news about how apparently Game Boy games are becoming to Switch Online. I mean, Switch Online needs some new content. I really don't understand the mentality behind keeping things like N64 games off it. Surely it'd be a license to print money for Nintendo, but no rupees, no rupees. Game Boy was one of my first consoles. I think it was my first console, the original Game Boy. I was 2 and I got given a Game Boy. And I had a game on it called The Humans, which was this game where you had to get humans, cavemen, up some ladders. You had to work together. I went back to it. As I thought it was very slow, very tedious gameplay, I have to say. A very point and click, actually. Like it was designed to maybe be played on a PC. I don't know if it did come out on PC, but I think it'd be nice to be able to play Super Mario Land or Super Mario Land 2. That's a great game. Or Wario Land on the Switch. I'd enjoy that. I'd actually quite like to go back to the Oracle games because I've only ever beaten those once. If they could find a way of making the link system work, where you can put the codes in. I suppose that would work just on the codes, wouldn't it, actually? That'd be amazing. Well, I wish I'd known about this 10 minutes ago. Or the Pokemon games on the Switch, the originals. That would be fun. And then maybe they could finally update the Sword and Shield decks to include some of my missing favourites. I just want a Pidgeot in Sword and Shield. I mean, the update did add a lot. When I first got Sword and Shield, I was so excited, and I was like, I'm going to get myself a Poliwhirl. No, you ain't. And obviously then the Crown Tundra DLC fixed that. So they brought in some of them, some of my regular favourites, but still. Of course, the game did add one of my new favourites, which is Galarian Weezing. I love that little thing. So cute, little moustache. I think my original team, the first time, was I beat it before the DLC came out. See, I had a Kingler, who was like my main tank. He kind of... In fact, I think he was the one that took down Leon's Charizard. And then I had a Galarian Weezing. I had a Colossal, because I quite liked that one as well. I thought that was quite cute. And, you know, it's a little tanky fire type. And what else did I have? I must have had a flying type in there somewhere. Oh, I had a Noctowl. Yeah, I had Noctowl. Which was also great because obviously you get the psychic and the fairy type attacks to go with it. That's 4. It wouldn't have been an Arcanine. I wouldn't have had 2 fire types. I must have had a grass type. I had one that was just like a... I think it was a Flabibi, maybe? And I think it was just there... No, it was a Spritzel. I can't remember why I got a Spritzel. Is that why I'm saying that right? Anyway, it was a little one. Cutiefly? Might have been a Cutiefly. See, this is how important it was to me. But I got it late game and it was really powerful and... Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know that was going to happen. This is a disaster. It's the heat, guys. I apologise, this is terrible gameplay. It's the heat. Mino function well. It's because it's very oppressive. I love the heat, I love the sun, I love the summer, but this is very... yeah, there's no airflow. There's no... It's just heat. I haven't even properly eaten for a couple of days because the thought of turning the oven on to cook myself some dinner is too much, so I've been living off sandwiches. And then there's a getting to sleep as well, when there's no airflow like that. Oh, you... Do you know, it's funny, when I read somewhere that you got a Charmander from at the end of Sword and Shield when you've beaten the game. And I was like, oh cool, Charmander, great. And then I thought, oh, I can replace my Colossal. But do you know what? I actually kept the Colossal because, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm sick of Charizard. I feel like he's a very overplayed Pokemon. I've always been a Squirtle or a Bulbasaur guy myself. Very rarely would I pick Charmander anyway. But I used to think Charizard was cool. And then he got 2 Megas. And then he got a Gigantamax form. No, no, don't even get me started on the discredit the Johto starters get. I have a wildly unpopular opinion that I actually really like Chikorita. I think Chikorita's a cutie, and I think Meganium is a sweetie. Right. Let's try it again. All of this should be enough. I started replaying Digimon, not replaying, I started playing Digimon Story Hacker's Memory because I completed Cyber Sleuth. And I don't know, I love Digimon. I've started rewatching the anime from the beginning, but it's a very slow game. Slower than the first, and the first was pretty text heavy. Right, I should just concentrate this time, shouldn't I? Hey, see, what happens when you concentrate? Is it unpopular to say you like Chikorita? I feel like my time on Reddit tells me it is. Okay, well, never mind. Oh yeah, I missed a chest, didn't I? In the room with a slingshot. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Let's do that quickly before I finish this. Oh, okay. Well, that's appropriate, I suppose. And now I have the compass, I can see right where it is. Guys, we did it. We completed a dungeon. Took however many episodes. What is this? Episode 7? But we did it. Right. There it is. Second floor. E. I'm going to look it up. Hang on, because I want to do this properly. And I don't want to get your name wrong. So, thank you, Zek Dracon X. That's it, for pointing out the missed chest, because it could be crucial. You never know. I appreciate you paying attention. Is this the right room? Oh, this is the 3rd floor. Ugh. Yes. Well, that is going to be useful. Although now I've got to seriously think about where we go next. It's going to take some thought. Anyway, thank you very, very much for listening. I hope you have enjoyed it. And yes, enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you on the next episode. And also I really enjoy it when you guys engage with me, so please do either feel free to come and see me on Twitch or message me on Instagram or whatever you feel like doing. Yeah, it's always nice to hear from you guys. Have a lovely week. Bye.